What if I told you that the thing you've been calling dedication might actually be burnout? What if being constantly tired isn't proof you're successful? It's proof you've been carrying a business in a way that you were never meant to. If you're an experienced realtor or mortgage loan officer, a woman in real estate, I have a feeling this episode is going to hit close to home. Because today we're talking about something that so many women quietly accept as normal: being exhausted. Not just after a long week, but all the time. The kind of tired that follows you into the weekends. The kind that makes you feel guilty when you're not working. The kind that has convinced you this is simply what success requires. Here's what I want you to know before we even begin. It doesn't have to be this way. And if you've ever wondered, sure, Lesa, but will this actually work for someone like me? Today, we're going to answer that question. Are you a woman in real estate whose mind never stops, yet you still feel stuck? Do you struggle to unplug without guilt? Hi, I'm Lesa Frye, wife, mom, grandma, realtor for over 3 decades, and a certified life and business coach for women in real estate. I help high-achieving women build profitable, sustainable businesses without the burnout. If you're ready to trade overwhelm for clarity and create a business that honors your values and your life, you're in the right place. So take a deep breath, close those 12 browser tabs, and drop the hustle. It's time to experience balance as a woman in real estate. Before we dive in, a special message just for you. If you're a realtor, mortgage loan professional, or a woman in real estate who's constantly on the go, long days, full calendar, always on, you've probably told yourself that working harder will eventually make things easier. But the harder you push, the more drained you feel. When I started in real estate, I lived this. I worked 7 days a week, hit the goals, became a top producer, and I quickly realized that I'd missed an entire year of my family's life. That is not my definition of success. Because success that cost you your peace or the people you love isn't real success. You can build a thriving real estate business without burnout or sacrifice. That's why I offer a complimentary Woman Behind the Business consultation for experienced women in real estate who are ready to feel grounded and in control. Head to lesafrye.com/diagnostic. That's LESAFRYE.com/diagnostic to book your private consultation today. You don't need to work harder. You need clarity and someone in your corner. Now, let's get to today's episode. Welcome back, my balanced business women. I hope your week is off to an amazing start. Today, I want to tell you about a woman. Maybe she's you. She's been in real estate for 20 plus years. She knows her market. She has loyal clients. People trust her. She's built a great reputation. From the outside, she looks successful. But here's what no one sees. She checks her phone before her feet even hit the floor every morning. She's answering texts while brushing her teeth. She's eating lunch in her car. She's promising herself she'll work just 1 more hour. Then suddenly, it's 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes she walks in the house physically present, but mentally, she's still negotiating an inspection repair. She sits down with her family, but her phone is face up on the table, just in case. She falls asleep thinking about tomorrow. Then she wakes up doing it all again. Here's what's heartbreaking. She doesn't even question it anymore. She simply decided, this is real estate. This is what successful people do. This is just the season I'm in. But what if that season has lasted 10 years? At what point do we stop calling it a season and start calling it our lifestyle? I think Many women in real estate confused exhaustion with excellence. We started believing that the more tired we were, the more committed we must be. The more available we were, the better professional we were. The more we sacrificed, the more successful we'd become. But who taught us that? Seriously, who decided success had to feel like survival? Because, frankly, I don't remember signing up for that. Here's what I want you to hear. I don't think women in real estate are burned out because we're weak. I think we're burned out because we're incredibly capable. You're the one everyone depends on. Your clients depend on you, your family, coworkers, your friends depend on you. You're the problem solver, right? The organizer, the encourager, the one who figures everything out. For years, that capability served you well, until it didn't. Because eventually, everyone's solution starts becoming your greatest burden. And here's what happens. You become so good at carrying everything, you forget you were never supposed to. One of the first questions I ask clients is, what do you want your business to look like? And do you know what surprises me? Many of them don't know. Not because they aren't intelligent or because they lack ambition. It's because they simply haven't asked themselves that question in years. They know what everyone else needs. They know what their clients need, their broker, their spouse, their children, grandchildren. But ask them what they want, and sometimes there's silence. Because along the way, throughout the years, the business became the boss. Instead of building a business that supported their life, they slowly built a life around the business. And it happened so gradually, they didn't even notice. Now, maybe you're listening and thinking, Lesa, this all sounds wonderful, but my clients expect me to answer. My business is different. This might work for someone else, but not me. Can I share something? I definitely understand why you think that, because I used to believe a version of that too. Not in coaching, but in real estate. I spent decades in this industry. I know the pace, I know the pressure, I know the fear that if you don't respond quickly enough, someone else will. I know what it's like to believe that every opportunity has your name on it, but I also learned something. There will always be another transaction. There will always be another client. There will never be another you. Let me repeat that. There will never be another you. And that's the part we forget. What if success wasn't measured by how exhausted you are? What if success looked like this? You close the laptop at dinner, you take a day off without apologizing, you enjoy vacation without checking email every 30 minutes. You know exactly when you're working and exactly when you're not. You have systems that support you, boundaries that protect you, clients who respect you, and a business that doesn't require you to abandon yourself. Doesn't that sound like success too? I think somewhere along the way, we accepted a definition of success that cost too much. Today, I'm inviting you to a new definition. Let's answer the question, will it work? Obviously, I believe it will. Not because life becomes perfect, not because the market suddenly gets easier, not because clients stop having emergencies. Don't we wish? It works because you change. You begin making decisions differently. You stop reacting to everything. You start leading. You stop saying yes automatically. You become intentional. You protect your energy, your peace, and your priorities. And here's the beautiful part. Most women are afraid that if they do these things, their business will suffer. But I found the opposite. When you're calmer, you think better. When you think better, you make better decisions. When you make better decisions, you serve people better. When you serve people better, your business becomes healthier. Not because you're doing more, because you're doing what matters most. Now, I don't want you to leave today thinking, I need to overhaul my entire business. I want you to leave asking one simple question. What is one thing I'm doing simply because I've always done it? Maybe it's answering text at 10 o'clock at night. Maybe it's saying yes to every showing whenever your client wants to see the house. Maybe it's never taking a full day off. Maybe it's believing you're the only one who can solve a problem. What if you challenged just one of those beliefs? Not next year, not when business slows down, this week. Because the truth is, your future won't be created by one dramatic decision. It will be created by hundreds of small ones. Before we end today, I want you to hear this from someone who's spent decades in this industry. You do not have to earn rest. You do not have to prove your worth through exhaustion. You do not have to sacrifice your health, your relationships, your joy, or yourself in order to have a successful business. The women I want to serve are incredibly capable. That's you. They've already proven they can build success. Now it's time to build success differently, profitably, peacefully, sustainably. Because your business should support the life you truly want to live, not consume it. And if you've been wondering throughout this entire episode, but will this really work for me? Here's my answer. Yes, I absolutely believe it will. Not because you're going to become someone new, but because you're finally giving yourself permission to become the woman you've always been all along. A woman who deserves success without sacrifice. Okay, ladies, until next week, make it a great day on purpose. Hey, ladies, I hope today's episode gave you something to think about and a little more breathing room as you move through your week. If it resonated, I'd love for you to share it with a friend, hit follow, and take a moment to leave a review. Your reviews mean the world to me, and they help more women find this podcast. For more support and connection, you're welcome to join my free Facebook community at bit.ly/thebalancedbusinesswoman, where we continue these conversations together. That link will be in my show notes. Until next week, take care of yourself. And remember, your business should fit your life, not the other way around.